Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I'm Coach TZ, and in this video I want to go over the new Mega Monster. So that is going to be Lightning Flash of the Heavens Mikazauchi. So this Mega Monster is now available as a 4-star Mega Monster and going to be recommended for level 70 special classes. So this is going to be making it the most difficult Mega Monster that we have actually fought. So this is actually going to be especially true if you if you have not completed the event task of getting the Otherworldly Sage's Stone Tablet and charging it with Monster Souls. But if you have it equipped on a character, it will make the battle go smoother. So pretty much as Mikazuchi is going to be using a few buffs during this battle, the Lapla staff is going to be essential in removing the buffs and also doing much needed damage, and having Lamia's whip to buff up my Archmage is going to make dealing damage and getting spell crits much more easier. So pretty much over here I'm going to have my High Priest equipped with the Mysterious Crystal. So this is going to be very good again for healing. This is also going to be good for buffing with Lucky Taro, so that's actually going to be very good for this particular battle, since I do need buffs for that extra damage as well. Then over here on my Archmage here and here, I'm going to be equipped with the Lapla Staff, so that's going to be using Merora Iruma. So with that, it's going to be inflicting straight up spell damage to the enemy, and also possibly removing buffs from the enemy. So that's actually going to be quite good for this battle, as Mikazuchi does have abilities that increase her spell power. That's going to be very essential for removing those particular buffs. Then over here, I'm going to have my Guardian equipped with Lamia's staff. So with this, I'm going to be using it for Flames of the Phoenix. So Flames of the Phoenix, what it does, again, it's going to do damage to the enemy, and it's also going to buff up the next character with increased spell damage or increased skill damage, spell or physical damage, and also spell or physical damage crit rate. So that's actually going to be quite good for this particular battle. So if you want to know more about this team, you can look down in the video description down below. But now I actually want to go over this new Mega Monster. So pretty much Lightning Flash of the Heavens Mikazauchi is going to be a question marked enemy, going to have around 450,000 HP, 1 to 3 actions per turn. Weaknesses going to be pretty much non-attribute damage. Then in regards to my initial coverage of Mikazuchi's electric charge buff, I originally said that doing critical hit or spell damage increased the level of electric charge, when in actuality it is the opposite. So doing critical hit or spell crit damage to Mikazuchi will lower the level of the electric charge buff, which gives you a better chance to survive various attacks. So with that said, I now want to go over the abilities. So the first one is going to be Kokomo no Yobi Yoseru, which is going to be call forth a black cloud. So with the black cloud domain skill active on the field at the start of the character's turn, they will take about 500 Dane physical damage, have a chance to be paralyzed, and increases her electric charge buff by 1 level. So again, this is going to be the damages that's I have listed here is going to be if you do not have the stone tablet on a character. So you're going to actually see a very big difference between that damage there and also the damage that you have if you have the stone tablet on, which is going to be about, I believe, about 15 to 20% of that actual damage. Then after that, it's going to have an ability called Crazy Love. So depending on the electric charge level, this can do up to around 1300 Dane damage to all characters, with a chance to inflict paralysis and electrocution. And the electric charge level will be reduced to level 1 once this is used. But something to know about this, the Stand Firm ability cannot absorb this attack, so everyone will be taking damage from this particular ability. Then after that, we're going to have Zazampa Rippling Wave. So in my initial coverage, I said that there are 3 different types depending on the actual electric charge level. So you're going to have Zazampa Toki Nagashi, Zazampa Toki Arashi, and Zazampa Toki Hoboroshi. So in this case, Rippling Wave Time Flow, Rippling Wave Time Ravaging, and Rippling Wave Time Destruction. So in this case, it pretty much does all the same damage, which is going to do about 450 Zaba spell damage to all characters with an effect of speeding up time to decrease the duration of character buffs. But with each of these, it's going to have a different effect. So with Time Flow, with Rippling Wave Time Flow, it's only going to decrease the duration by 1 turn. With Time Ravaging, it's going to decrease it by 2 turns. And with Time Destruction, going to decrease it by 3 turns. So that's going to be that there. Then also we're going to have Mikazuchi, so that is going to be Lightning. So pretty much with Lightning, this does around 600 gained physical damage to all characters. After that, it's going to have Murasaki Kaminari no Oyari, which is going to be Great Spear of Purple Lightning. This does around 520 gained spell damage to one character twice, increases electric charge buff by 1 level, and increases spell power by 1 rank. Also going to have Kaminari no Ya, which is going to be Lightning Arrow. This does around 450 gained spell damage to one character, increases electric charge buff by 1 level, and increases spell power by 1 rank. After that, it's going to have a spell called Zabaran, which is Zabaran. So with this does around 500 Zaba spell damage to 1 character. After that, it's going to have Shoki no Ame, which is going to be Miasma Rain. So this is going to debuff all characters with Weaken level 2, lowered attack, spell, and breath power by 1 rank. So that's actually going to be quite devastating to your characters. Then after that, she's going to have a Kiyome no Inamitsu, which is going to be Purifying Lightning. This is going to increase resistance to all attributes by 1 rank. And then the next ability is actually Mikazuchi's sudden activation ability, which is going to be Shoki no Kiri, which is Miasma Mist. This is going to increase defense and evasion rate by 1 rank. So again, that is a sudden activation ability. So my notes for this particular battle here, since Mikazuchi has increased evasion rate, use focus attacks to guarantee that your physical attacks hit. Use Toberura to avoid the damage of the Black Cloud domain skill. Use Lariho or Larihoma to put Mikazuchi to sleep. Use critical hits or spell crits to reduce the level of the electric charge buff. Acquire the Otherworldly Sage's Stone Tablet to greatly lessen the damage from the effects of Black Cloud. And then also you want to equip Gear, Souls, and Soul Pearls that increase damage or resistance to question mark typed enemies. So pretty much my strategy for this battle is going to be to put Mikazuchi to sleep for most of the battle and have my Archmage attack with Meteora Iruma. So pretty much with spells, they will not wake up an enemy unless it's a physical attack. So spells are actually going to be quite good here. And then pretty much since I have 2 spellcasters, I'm going to be buffing them up with both my Guardian and my High Priest. So with that said, here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So hopefully things actually do work out. But yeah, my main goal here is going to be actually to remove the buffs off of the enemy. So here first going to be my Guardian. My Guardian. So here going to go ahead. Use that there. So here what I'm going to try to do is using Lariho. So spell crit and guided on. Good. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Magical Awakening. And here going to use Lucky Tarot. So still asleep. So that's fine. I kind of don't want to, but they have increased evasion rate on. So here I'm actually going to risk it and use Flames of the Phoenix. I could miss completely. And in this case, okay, so she woke up. So here, I can actually try using Latiho again. We'll see what happens. Oh, and put on. Okay, here, going to go ahead and use Chant Magical Echoes. So here's Spell Crit. So remove buff, and I increase the duration of my, in this case, probably going to be my actual debuff there, my Magical Awakening buff there. So again, here, what I'm going to do, since I'm actually okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to use, for example, I'll just use Mahoton. It's probably not going to work, but that's fine. So here, what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and use Chant Magical Echoes again. So here's Spell Crit. So 4,000 damage. Okay, good. So everything's going well. So here, I'm going to use Lucky Tarot on everyone. So now everyone gets a buff. So she's still asleep. So again, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to go ahead, defend, and attack. Okay, good. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and use Encore and have my Archmage attack again. So Flames of the Phoenix there. Here, got another Spell Crit. Here, got Multicast. Nice. And here, again, going to use Encore and pretty much finish off Mikazuchi. Okay. So this particular Mega Monster is going to be worth 44,850 XP. And this is going to be a Purple Soul. And here I got a B. Okay, so that was my battle against Lightning Flash of the Heavens Mikazauchi. So with this particular battle, while I did have someone come in and join in, you actually saw the results of the strategy that I had, and pretty much That battle, I did not take any damage whatsoever. I pretty much just kept Mikazuchi asleep for the entire battle, so that actually worked out quite well. So again, no damage whatsoever, so this worked out quite well. So both my Archmages using the Lapis Staff to deal damage with Murara Iruma, so that actually worked out quite well. I got a couple of multicasts, especially with my Archmage on the left, and then also dealing with buffs with my Guardian. That actually really did help out with dealing more damage to the enemy. And then also I had a nice Lucky Tarot to give my characters a nice buff as well. So again, this strategy actually did work out, and I took no damage whatsoever. So yeah, so definitely if you have two of these weapons, definitely you want to try them out. You could actually do this with the Uroboros staff as well on one of the Archmages. That actually could work out even better because of it actually has a chance to debuff the enemy with spell resistance, with lowered spell resistance. So that actually did work out. So yeah, so now what I want to do is actually go ahead and review the S grade soul, which you're going to find right over, let's see, right here. So this is going to be the S grade soul for Mikazuchi. So with this purple soul, so biggest stats are usually going to be max HP, max MP, and magic power. So here we're going to have 144 to your max HP, 144 to your max MP, 91 to your durability. That's actually quite high for a purple soul. 141 for your magic power. That's pretty good. And then 97 for your agility, 114 for your dexterity. So that's actually pretty good. Then for abilities, plus 10% to spell damage, plus 2% to spell damage if it's sunny, then plus 3% to your spell crit rate if it is cloudy, rainy, or snowy. Then plus 10% Dane resistance, and plus recover 5 MP at the start of your turn. So this is actually a pretty good soul, so going to go ahead and lock that in. So with that said, I'm going to end this video here. So definitely what's coming next. So I will be going over the high difficulty quest for the event that will be coming out, I believe, on Thursday, and then on probably Friday or Saturday I will put out a video for the special walk day, going over the details about that particular event. So please stay tuned for that. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.